Welcome back to the Golden Limit. We're playing Final Fantasy Tactics, and once again, we're talking about WoW.
Once again, still, look at it however you want.
I mean, oh God, what? Jesus Christ!
Do you need a minute?
Okay.
You get over there?
That was a really real burp. It was just like, man, it just. All right, I think. All right, we're good.
All right.
Ha. Okay, so what's going on now? We're in a mill. It looks like
this jackass.
So Galagros.
Yeah, that guy.
Galagros. Which is he's complaining about being put with Gustav. And let's be honest, Gustav, that's a pretty awesome name.
Right. Well, so under the orders of Gustav, this jackass kidnapped Delita's, the guest, one of the guest characters with me, kidnapped his sister, thinking that she was some kind of a family member of Ramses.
Ramses. Wait, damn it. I'm back.
All right. You good?
No, I'm good.
So Weegraf, the guy with the, spiffy colors and shit.
Yeah.
He's all pissed off because that's not. I mean, even though they're quote unquote referred to as the Death Corps, that's not what they do. They don't kidnap people just for the sake of kidnapping them.
No, they kill them for the sake of killing them.
I don't even really think they do that. I don't know where the hell
they have a terrible fucking name.
Yeah, and I have no idea where the hell the name the Death Corps came from.
Also, is it Weegraf or is it Vigraf? I feel like a lot of this is kind of steeped in like the Germanic.
Right.
Well, because think about it, they're all blonde, and
yes.
So like WIE is. I'm not gonna say it's like super common in German, but I mean it's definitely
common enough.
It's common enough. Like it's a.
Yeah.
It's not a prefix. It's just it seems to be in things.
Right.
I took some amount of German, but then again, Golagros like that seems Latin.
Or something along those lines.
Maybe. Fuck. You know what?
I don't.
For a game that comes out of Japan, I'm just kind of confused. Like, is it Weegraf or is it Vigraf? You know, is it Golagros or is it Galagros? Like, is it?
Another one. Zekden. Fort fucking Zekden.
That could be Zekdun. That could be Zayekden. Whatever. They're all speaking English. So fuck.
And originally, before it hit North American shores, we're speaking Japanese.
Well, and like, I don't even want to go into whether or not it was like kanji or hiragana or katakana or whatever the fuck. Hooray! Yay! The weed.
Well, I know. Like with Kingdom Hearts, Japanese subtitles, I'm 90% positive are generally in kanji.
I'll go with it. I'm just gonna go with it.
It's Japan. I mean, they do their own thing.
So where were we on the WoW combo?
Yeah. So back to WoW. Thrall's all pissed off.
Okay. To be fair, so what is going on here? Because I mean, we are playing a video game. I understand that tactics is mostly just fights, but there is still a story here.
Well, no, there is still a story. It is still this overarching, the events that are happening in this war between princes or dukes or whatever that are trying to take over the throne. And then you've got all the the quote unquote lowborn, the commoners, your yous and me's that are all just caught in the middle. That are they're just trying to live their life, and nobody seems to want to let them do that. So
it kind of speaks more to the common world than it probably meant to.
Probably. Well, and I think that's always been kind of one of the things with, at least with the quote unquote later Final Fantasies.
All right, hold on. What's the difference between those two black mages? They have different robes. What's going on there?
Gender.
Ah.
That's a guy. That's a girl.
Something 2018 something. Okay. It needed to be said. Just the game was made in 90 something.
1997-ish.
This isn't us.
Or released in 97-ish.
We're not placing any kind of roles on these people. Hell, they're all going to fight, so fuck it.
Right. But yeah, no, it's all just differentiation in what they're wearing between classes. It's all just gender.
I still love this, like, oh, we're gonna use 3D worlds but 2D sprites.
Right. So okay.
God,
so
yes.
like I said earlier, when I said what did we just accomplish, or when you asked what we accomplished, and I said we pissed somebody off.
Yeah.
This is where that comes back into play, where we pissed somebody off.
Did you kill Maluda? Did you kill Manuka? Manuka, honey?
So the whole thing is Maluda is Wheatgraft's sister.
Okay.
And she dead. In fact, she died in the last episode.
We did legit kill her. Okay, nice.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that we're not playing some, like, oh, that's a microphone. Hello.
That was a microphone.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on. This might make some noise. Okay. I just want to make sure that we're not playing like some kind of Pokemon. They fainted. Meh.
No. This is Final Fantasy. People die.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I know that when our characters die, like game over. But just making sure that when the enemies die, they're dead.
Yeah, no. Again, this isn't Pokemon. This is Final Fantasy. They die.
All right.
I mean, for crying out loud, spoiler alert for a 20-year-old game, Aerith dies in Final Fantasy VII. Like,
Eric
died.
Dude, people didn't know that.
Again, spoiler alert, 20-year-old game. 21-year-old game. Sorry.
Do you want me to go to bed crying tonight? Just kidding. It's going to happen anyway. Ha-ha! Get it? Jokes.
Anyway, so WoW conversation that we keep sidetracking from.
Yeah, well, we've been having a really, really solid convo about WoW, and I kind of like it. Like what we're talking about. I really hope that our viewership likes it as well.
Oh, look, Delita's dead because he's like 10 levels lower than the rest of us.
Delita is literally a piece of shit.
I mean,
I've been watching. Okay, look, it may seem like we're not talking about the game, but I've been watching this whole time, and Delita is a asshole.
I mean, to a certain extent, he has his reasons.
Yep, well, doesn't change the fact that he's a asshole. Alright, anyway, where were we on WoW?
So we're talking about the end of the final quest of Warlords of Draenor.
Oh, that's right. Yes, in-game WoD.
So like I said, like going through the course of MOP, Thrall ends up realizing that he made a huge mistake making Garrosh the war chief. So
right, that's where
Warlords for him is kind of in his involvement with Warlords, since the Earthen Rings part of saving the world is done and over with after Cataclysm. his kind of role in Warlords is trying to correct that mistake, and atone for that mistake. So he goes in with the intention of dealing with the garage problem himself. Final quest, after you complete it, leads into the cinematic that is it's this epic fight between Thrall and Garrosh.
Okay, speaking of epic fights, what the fuck was that?
That was Rama.
Oh, that was Rama. Okay. I knew we had summons. I knew we had summons and shit.
But the only one you'd seen at this point, I think, is Ifrit.
I think so.
Because I know
Anyway.
I showed you Ifrit in the Zeklaus Desert.
Right. But anyway, so
anyway,
Thrall and Garrosh and everything.
So it ends in this epic, this huge epic fight between Garrosh and Thrall, to the point that Thrall. And again, remember, by this point in the story, Thrall is in full shaman mode. He's done being the war chief. He's done being a fighter. He's done being a quote unquote warrior. He's back in a full Earthen Ring shaman mode.
Mm-hmm.
And he's at this point, he's just so pissed off with, probably himself as well as Garrosh, but he's so pissed off at Garrosh at this point that he really he takes Doomhammer, his weapon, and just beats the fuck out of him.
Nice.
And to the point that he borderline bashes in his skull.
Nice.
And then we haven't seen Thrall since, so go figure. But after that, Warlords of Draenor was such a letdown after that, just because there was nothing. Okay, yeah, sure, you could run your dungeons, your heroic dungeons, you could run your raids, yada yada yada.
Well, yeah, your normal shit.
But there was nothing in the world to do.
Right.
You talk about, you mentioned earlier, you level cap and you do your dailies and yada yada. There was none of that.
Really?
It was
because, like I said, I don't think
run your PvE, you run your dungeons or raids.
I level capped in WoD or Legion. I think the last time I level capped was MoP, and I had a good time there. Even though it felt like the whole game had been a bit nerfed.
Right.
I still had a bunch of fun. The dungeons were great. Even if I didn't get gear, I still had a fun time.
Right.
All the mechanics and everything in those dungeons were fun, and it felt like it kind of felt like the old Kata dungeons.
Mm-hmm.
Where I would have fun playing the same dungeon 3 times in an hour.
Right.
What's the one in the Vajir? The one
Throne of Tides.
Throne of Tides. I love Throne of Tides. I love that dungeon.
I love the aesthetic. I probably ran it about 300 times more than you did. Don't get me
wrong. But... I love it as long as the assholes I'm playing with are not being assholes.
Right.
But I love that dungeon. It was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
No matter how many times I played it. Because, honestly, it got to the point where there was nothing I could get from that dungeon that was helpful.
Right.
But I still, if I went in for, Dungeon Finder, I'm going to Throne of Tides? Sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Because, first of all, I knew how to run it like a goddamn champion. I could run it like a goddamn champion.
Mm-hmm.
And it was so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
And MoP dungeons reminded me of that.
Right.
The brewery, the brew house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, that one was so much goddamn fun. Even if we wiped, even if we didn't get any gear, which I did. I actually did get the, what was it, the bar mop or whatever the...
Or whatever. Yeah,
it was a back piece.
Yeah.
It was a fun time.
Yeah.
So, we're going to hit up Fort Zeekden. Whatever.
Words.
We're going to do it tomorrow. We're gonna play that tomorrow. We really do hope that you guys are enjoying this. And even if you're not, we hope you come back.
I mean, I'm sure there's probably a few masochistic viewers out there. You know, whatever.
Yeah, we're going for the WoW fan. I'm just kidding. We're going for everybody. We hope that you guys are all loving this. Please join us next time when we go over to Fort Zeekden on Final Fantasy Tactics. Have a good day. See you tomorrow.